What's up? It's your boy Trey Hustles, man. Got a video today. We're going to talk about some different topics and things that I've been seeing a lot of financial YouTubers talk about. A couple of them are like a lot of reports. I'm seeing a lot of reports out there saying that about 40 or so percent of restaurants can't afford to pay their rent, and so we're gonna chop it up about that. As far as like on my side of things, what I'm seeing. Then I saw another video earlier where a guy was talking about Walmart delivering rotisserie chickens and other meals and meal prep ideas. Is that gonna potentially put restaurants out of business? And then also we're gonna talk about a lot of the how a lot of the big chain restaurants are closing a lot of their stores. I'll be able to give some insight on that stuff too, and some of my opinion. If you've never seen my videos before, my name is Trey Hustles. I'm a restaurant owner. I own a couple other businesses. We'll probably talk about those at some point as well, but right now I'm kind of focused on growing my restaurant business, so we're gonna mainly be talking about the restaurant business on this channel. We'll get into talking about my sneaker and vintage company and apparel companies that I run as well, and talk about some of the just information and different what's happening in those businesses as well. So let's get to the first topic. 40% of the restaurants can't pay their rent. As far as like what I'm seeing, as far as like me, myself, my rent is paid up, you know what I'm saying, in full. We're not behind. I actually just got the invoice for next month's rent payment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stroke the check and mail it out probably on Monday, you know what I'm saying, just so they get it as close to the first as possible. I think Monday is the I don't know, 29th or something like that, whatever. So I mean, as far as like what I'm seeing, as far as people in restaurants, just the gossip around town, some restaurants are struggling to the point where they're having to skip out of paying rent, making like half payments and then another half like a week later and stuff like that. Most of the guys I know are able to pay their rent in full at the beginning of the month, on time. Others are having trouble in the middle of the month, like the time after people are getting paid, because where I'm located, it's a military town, so the economy here is based a lot upon like military payday. You'll definitely see a surge in your sales around military paydays. What I've been noticing since about June, July is people seem to be having a little bit more tighter budgets around the 1st till about the 6th or 7th. Then you'll start seeing a little bit of pickup, and then when that mid-month pay comes out, sales are usually pretty decent until about the last week of the month. Around when you get into the mid-20s, it'll start to kind of slow up a little bit again. I feel like all you can really do is just keep marketing, keep remarketing your customers. You know what I'm saying? You should have some type of website that captures email, phone numbers, stuff like that, so you can continue to remarket your customers, your regulars. You know what I'm saying? One tactic that I've been using lately is my best, most returning regular customers. I'll just, if they come in and I happen to be in, since I'm the owner, sometimes I'll just comp their meal, you know what I'm saying, and just let like kind of like a customer appreciation type of thing. I don't do it a lot, but I do do that just for just to just, to be genuine, and like, people know that you're a small business. So, if you comp a meal and you comp a meal there, you comp a meal here, there, but they're coming in every week, you know what I mean? You can afford to do that. So I would definitely like do that. I stay away from I don't really do a lot of promotions. As far as like have like certain deals on certain days and things of that nature. I don't really do that kind of stuff. During the holidays, I do a half pan discount. So we can kind of get the catering half pans to sell, a lot. We also do take and bake at that time. We don't really do a lot of take and bake as of now. I'm thinking about implementing that in some form or fashion, but I just haven't really done it yet. I've been chugging away with the social media ads. They're looking pretty promising still. I think like, really like you're seeing it in the rent payments, because I guess that's one of the metrics that gets reported from like landlords and building owners. I guess they got a way where they report these type of things or something. Or maybe they just did a survey. I don't know. They might have did a survey of, 1,000 or 500, restaurant, building rent, landlords. They're saying that 40% of their restaurant tenants are having issues paying rent. So you definitely want to, if you're in that situation, you definitely want to try to find some clever ways to get that revenue back up. Make sure that your labor is in line. Make sure your food cost is in line. I'm noticing swings on certain products, but mainly beef. It has been swinging pretty hard. Dairy's been kind of swinging pretty hard. The chicken price is kind of high right now. Compared to like when I started 2.5 years ago, the chicken price is different, but it's been pretty steady. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain about the chicken price. It's not bad. It's still one of our most profitable items. So definitely, chicken, the beef price has been swinging. So, you might have to adjust the portion size, or you might have to charge a little bit more. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. So we gotta try to turn out a profit, And one thing that I've been kind of like, coaching some of my other guys, restaurant people that I know is, you're not going to make the same margin off of every product. So, if you pay a little bit more for a product, or it's more of a premium product, you might not make a huge profit off of that item, and that's okay. Like my lobster mac at my restaurant is, it sells a good amount, but the margin on it, every time we sell it is not very high, but we sell it good, and it's a really good word of mouth product for us. So I would definitely keep that in mind. Try not to look to make the same profit across the board on every item. You're going to make a really good profit on certain items. Like, French fries are like a thing that you can make a great profit on. So, find ways to where, you can maximize your profit. Make sure you're upselling stuff. Things of that nature. Find ways where you can kind of cut things out on the back end too. I don't know. I think 40% of the restaurants can't pay their rent. I think that the game would be a lot different if that was really the case. I think that might just be in the survey or whatever they did. In that area, maybe they're in a little bit more trouble than in my area. So, I would say, check up on your favorite restaurant, ask management how are things looking, or whatever. Maybe if you can squeeze another trip a month out to go visit, you know, that might help them stay open if, you know, so many of the regulars do that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Instead of going to a big brand, which, you know, I'm not here to pick on the big brands, but I mean, they definitely have the big marketing dollars and stuff. So their numbers, I'm sure, are probably down a little bit too. And they probably, you know, that's why you see so many promotions and dollar menus and stuff coming back as well. So, you know, I would say just hang in there, find some ways that you can, you know, trim some fat, you know what I mean? The next topic that I want to talk about is Walmart delivering rotisserie chickens and other meals, like kind of prepared meals, kind of like factor type of meals. If I think that's going to put restaurants in jeopardy, like mom and pop restaurants in jeopardy, I don't think that's really going to be the case. I feel like people they go to certain avenues for different things. You know, I feel like the Walmart rotisserie chicken delivered meal or whatever, that's, you know, more of like a budget meal, like for like, you know, that's more like a Tuesday, Wednesday night type thing. Wife doesn't feel like cooking, husband don't feel like cooking. They order a little rotisserie chicken and some sides or something from Walmart or whatever, had that delivered or whatever. I think they're Walmart's using their delivery system to deliver that stuff out. I also heard that Amazon is also kind of doing like HelloFresh and delivering like the ingredients to make a certain meal. You know, like if you want a fettuccine Alfredo, they see the pasta, the sauce, everything, boom, and you just kind of whip it up, kind of prepared meals. And yeah, I think that you know, as long as you have a unique food items that you're selling that you really don't see a lot of places doing. Like my restaurant is a mac and cheese specialty restaurant. So we sell mac and cheese bowls loaded with whatever pretty much you could think. You know what I'm saying? We put fried chicken, grilled chicken, steak, lobster, shrimp, all type of veggies. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could even customize, like, we have a base cheese sauce. You can customize your sauce. You can add white cheddar, Gouda, you know, Parmesan. You can add extra mozzarella, make it real stringy or whatever, right? So there's only one other restaurant that specializes in the same thing we specialize in, and they're all the way on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? And they're more of a franchise. We're more of like a mom and pop, you know what I'm saying, type of setup. And then, you know, theirs is more like a fast food style. Ours is more of a to order style. And we kind of like, we like bake that top. And it's a little bit more, ours is a little more home style is what I'll say. But you know, at the end of the day, like, yeah, could you get like a Stouffer's mac and cheese and just put like some, you know, frozen chicken bites on top? Of course you could do that. But, you know, you don't get the same experience as coming in a restaurant, you know. So, ran out of space, man. Luckily I caught it, so I ain't really missed nothing. But what I was saying is like, yeah, my restaurant is more of a home style type of restaurant. You know, I think that if you can keep your customer service at a high level, you know, which means you're gonna have to train your staff really well on how to treat your customers. And you know, don't sweat the small things, man. Like if someone asks for extra sauce, man, we just give it to them. Like, we don't be like doing all that extra stuff, man. Like, we try to make people feel, you know, like they're at a, you know, at you know, like it's my family serving your family, you know what I'm saying? Like my team, I treat them like family, like, you know what I'm saying? So if you I mean, they gotta do their job, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to treat everybody, you know, how I would like to be treated, you feel me? So I think that's important in business. Always treat people how you want to be treated. You know, just when people come to your restaurant, man, try to treat them as good as you can, man. Try to get the food out to them as fast as possible. You know, we all have like our top level, you know, nobody bats 1,000, but we want to keep it in that top range, you know what I mean? So as far as like our processes, you know what I'm saying, we got to make sure you have everything in line, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's trained, everybody has checklists, everybody knows, you know, when we have guests that are done eating and they leave, we get the table clean. We don't want to have our dining room looking crazy. Everything needs to be on the up and up. I think that's where we can really win as small businesses. It just try to keep the service high, keep the product high. I always believe in selling a premium product. I don't really go for cheap. That's not ever been my thing, which you'll see with some of my other businesses. Everything I do is pretty much a premium product. So like even with the mac and cheese, like we use the best of everything, the best cream, the best cheese, the best everything you can get. You know what I'm saying? We try to aim for the highest quality. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I want it to be something that you feel like you can't duplicate at home. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of people try like to go home and make one of our top sellers is the Angry Buffalo. It's a buffalo mac and cheese. And you can make a buffalo mac and cheese at your house, but once you taste the buffalo mac and cheese at my restaurant, I wanted to leave such an impression to where when you go home and try to make it again at home, you just come back and get another one. You know what I'm saying? Order another one. I don't care if you order it off DoorDash, which we'll talk about DoorDash and Uber and all these third parties and stuff too, how it is working with them. Maybe I'll jot down some ideas and make a video about that for tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like, number one, the number one way that businesses are going to be able to survive, things like Walmart sending rotisserie chickens and Amazon sending HelloFresh food and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that does serve a purpose in the market. You know what I'm saying? I might even use it. You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as like going to a restaurant, the experience, the ambiance, you know what I'm saying? How you have it decorated. You know what I'm saying? I'll get some footage of my restaurant. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like as far as like decorations, like you gotta make it like a little experience. You know what I'm saying? The vibe. You know what I'm saying? We have like kind of like like a reggae, 90s hip hop type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they like that. It takes them back to when they grew up and stuff like that. A lot of parents, the kids love the mac, the kids love the chicken. You know what I mean? So yeah, the number one way that we're gonna be able to keep from like losing a lot of market share to like stuff like that, I feel like is by offering a great experience, great products, and just a great service, But yeah, I'm gonna get to the last topic now. A lot of the big chains closing a lot of their stores. So what I'm noticing is like you're seeing a lot of chains, a lot of big chains closing a lot of stores. Some of them, all of the stores are closing. I'm gonna kind of be brief on this one because like it just is what it is with this. I feel like at the end of the day, you do a business until the bottom line doesn't work out. Businesses are assets that are supposed to make us money. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to make us as owners money, our employees money. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to give our customers value, right? So when those things start breaking, that's when you see businesses go out of business, right? So obviously there's a problem, something in their system that is not right. You know what I'm saying? Either the bottom line's not adding up, right? So that means that, the product isn't connecting. You know what I'm saying? People aren't seeing the value, or your customer service may be off somewhere and that system is broken. You know what I'm saying? There's, you got to have the product, you got to have the people, you got to have the processes, you have to have the system. You know what I'm saying? It all run together just like a car. You know what I'm saying? The engine, the transmission, the alternator, the battery, all the lights, all the stuff, it all works in conjunction. So once something's not working, and then you have, errors, the car breaks down, right? So what's happening, I feel like with some of these bigger businesses, they got a big old engine, so it doesn't, the little small problem, that big old engine just keep on chugging. But then as the problem gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, then it just shuts all the way down. You know what I'm saying? So their problems can be compounded. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have imagine having, some of these places, man, some of these places, their rent alone is $15,000. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to one of these nice like strip mall restaurants, you know what I'm saying? It could be just one of them little inline QSR joints. You know what I'm saying? Which is a quick serve restaurant. The regular old $15,000. You know what I'm saying? Not even that much space. They just taxing because, you know what I'm saying, that space is premium. It's got a lot of traffic. It's got a lot of high value traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's in a nice neighborhood, like one of the places I'm looking to put one of my locations is up north, like on Interquest. In my city there's a road called Interquest, and like that's where they building everything, all the new houses, all the big boss houses, baller houses, you know what I'm saying, all the new nice luxury apartments, all the new office stuff, everything's going there, you know what I'm saying. They got like all the tech companies and all that logistic, all that is over there, you know what I'm saying. They got all of it, Oracle, they got everything all right there, bruh. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to kind of get up in that area, man. There ain't nothing over there for under like $8,000. Nothing. And the one I looked at that was $8,000 is like small, man. So just, I said all that to say, you know, you think about just the rent is 15 bands, man. You know what I'm saying? You, in this business, man, you got to be able to make your rent quick. Like if you can't make your rent in like, honestly, if you can't make your rent in like a real good day of sales, then I don't know about that location. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that location. If it's gonna take me 3, 4, maybe 5 days revenue to get that rent, man, I'm probably gonna look for a lesser location. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know I don't want to be in the hole on no stupid rent. Because you got rent, utilities, all that mess. You got payroll taxes, all crazy, right? So all that stuff adds up for even the owner see a dime. I can't even pay myself a paycheck till I pay you. Pay him, pay my guy, pay my contractor, pay my guy that keeps all my equipment up running, boom, right? All that stuff. And, you know, you got to think about the whole machine of these, you know, when you talk about, oh, we got 1,500 restaurants, man, that ain't no joke, man. That takes like a whole squad of people running other squads of people. So keep that in mind, man. You know what I'm saying, about when you see these big restaurants failing off. You know what I'm saying? They have to call it quits at some point when the numbers don't add up. It's just like a small business when you see them go out. It ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got to say, man, about everything today.